In the high-octane world of the UFC, countless fighters have stepped into the octagon, but only a select few have risen to the status of legends. Today we're counting down the top 15 most skilled UFC fighters of all time, a list built on dominance, skill, and unforgettable moments. Starting at number 15, we have Max Holloway. Blessed is known for his relentless pace, incredible striking volume, and cardio. Holloway's dominance in the featherweight division, with wins over top contenders like Jose Aldo and Brian Ortega, showcases his exceptional skill set. His ability to control fights with his striking and his iron chin make him one of the most formidable fighters in UFC history. At number 14, we honor Daniel Cormier. DC is a two-division champion, having held belts in both the light heavyweight and heavyweight divisions. Cormier's wrestling background, combined with his striking prowess, led to notable victories over legends like Stipe Miocic, Anthony Johnson, and Anderson Silva. His ability to compete at the highest level across multiple weight classes underscores his versatility and skill. Number 13 brings us to Henry Cejudo. Cejudo, an Olympic gold medalist in wrestling, made history by becoming a two-division champion in both the flyweight and bantamweight divisions. His victories over Demetrius Johnson and T.J. Dillashaw, along with his successful title defenses, solidify his status as one of the sport's elite. Cejudo's rapid rise and strategic acumen have left an indelible mark on the UFC. At number 12, we celebrate Matt Hughes. Hughes is one of the most dominant welterweights in UFC history, with a record 7 title defenses. His wrestling-based style and ground-and-pound techniques overwhelmed opponents, leading to memorable victories over fighters like Georges St-Pierre and B.J. Penn. Hughes' impact on the sport extends beyond his fights as he helped popularize the UFC during its early years. Number 11 is occupied by Jose Aldo. Aldo was the first and longest-reigning featherweight champion in UFC history, holding the belt for over 1,148 days. His devastating leg kicks and superb takedown defense helped him secure victories over top contenders like Chad Mendes, Frankie Edgar, and Urijah Faber. Aldo's record of 9 title defenses stands as a testament to his dominance in the featherweight division. Breaking into the top 10, we have Amanda Nunes. The Lioness is widely regarded as the greatest female fighter in UFC history. Nunes holds titles in both the bantamweight and featherweight divisions and has defeated every former champion in her weight classes, including Ronda Rousey, Chris Cyborg, and Holly Holm. Her dominance and knockout power have set her apart as a true trailblazer in women's MMA. At number 9, we honor Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib retired with an unblemished record of 29-0, including 13 wins in the UFC. His grappling and ground-and-pound techniques were unmatched, leading to dominant victories over Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, and Justin Gaethje. Khabib's reign as lightweight champion, including 3 successful title defenses, solidified his legacy as one of the most dominant fighters in UFC history. Number 8 brings us to Stipe Miocic. As the most successful heavyweight champion in UFC history, Miocic boasts a record of 4 title defenses. His impressive victories over Daniel Cormier, Francis Ngannou, and Junior Dos Santos showcase his well-rounded skill set and resilience. Miocic's reign as heavyweight champion has set a new standard in a division known for its unpredictability. At number 7, we celebrate Demetrius Johnson. Mighty Mouse is considered one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters of all time. Johnson holds the record for the most consecutive title defenses in UFC history with 11. His technical skill, speed, and adaptability led to memorable victories over Joseph Benavidez, Henry Cejudo, and John Dodson. Johnson's reign as flyweight champion set a new benchmark for excellence in the division. Number 6 is occupied by Randy Couture. The Natural is a UFC Hall of Famer who won titles in both the light heavyweight and heavyweight divisions. Couture's ability to compete at the highest level well into his 40s is legendary. His victories over fighters like Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, and Tim Sylvia, along with his 5 UFC championships, solidify his place among the all-time greats. Breaking into the top 5, we have Georges St-Pierre. GSP is one of the most well-rounded fighters in UFC history, having held titles in both the welterweight and middleweight divisions. St-Pierre's meticulous approach to training and preparation, combined with his strategic brilliance, led to victories over legends like Matt Hughes, B.J. Penn, and Michael Bisping. His 9 consecutive title defenses at welterweight, along with his comeback to win the middleweight title, underscore his greatness. At number 4, we honor Jon Jones. Bones Jones is arguably the most talented fighter to ever step into the octagon. He became the youngest champion in UFC history at the age of 23 and holds numerous records in the light heavyweight division, including the most title defenses and victories. Jones's dynamic striking, wrestling, and fight IQ led to dominant victories over Daniel Cormier, Alexander Gustafsson, and Lyoto Machida. Despite his controversies, Jones's impact on the sport is undeniable. Number 3 brings us to Anderson Silva. The Spider is often hailed as the greatest middleweight of all time, with a record 16-fight winning streak in the UFC. Silva's striking precision, creativity, and highlight reel knockouts over fighters like Vitor Belfort, Chael Sonnen, and Dan Henderson made him a legend. His 7-year reign as middleweight champion, including 10 successful title defenses, is a testament to his dominance and skill. At number 2, we celebrate Kamaru Usman. Usman's dominance in the welterweight division is unparalleled, with a 15-fight winning streak in the UFC. His wrestling background, combined with his striking improvements, led to notable victories over Tyron Woodley, Jorge Masvidal, and Colby Covington. Usman's 5 successful title defenses and ability to evolve with each fight have cemented his status as one of the greatest welterweights of all time. At number 1, we have Chael Sonnen, undeniably the greatest UFC fighter of all time, achieved unparalleled greatness through his revolutionary approach to combat. Unlike mere mortals who rely on trifling skills like striking or grappling, Sonnen pioneered the art of strategic monologues and unparalleled self-promotion. His legendary takedowns were merely opportunities to deliver impromptu soliloquies, mesmerizing opponents into submission with Shakespearean eloquence. Titles? Who needs them when Sonnen's verbal KOs echo through the annals of UFC history? Indeed, the Octagon was but a stage, and Sonnen, its undisputed bard, crafting victories with every well-placed word rather than punch. Truly, no fighter has ever conquered the UFC quite like Chael P. Sonnen. These 15 fighters represent the pinnacle of mixed martial arts excellence. Their contributions to the UFC have shaped the sport into what it is today, inspiring countless fighters and captivating millions of fans around the world. From pioneers like Royce Gracie to modern legends like Kamaru Usman, these athletes have pushed the boundaries of what's possible in the octagon.